we just want to keep pushing it forward. You know what I mean? Like, right now, if you turn on the radio and you push play or just turn it on, like it might be in the car for 5 hours and it seems like you listen to the same song. The same rhyme cadences, everybody rhyming the same and the same snares and hi-hats. And so like what we do is, like the Outkast formula is to go away from the norm.
Yo, listen, right in tune, Heather B, Tracy, with what we've been talking about this morning. That man is like an oracle now. Anytime he drop words, it's like he's dropping gems. You might want to collect them and put them on a chain. It's going to bring value to your life, man. We've been doing this for a long time. This man has been so consistent, and his brother has been as consistent. One of the great, to me, under-acknowledged singers that ever come out of the culture and hook writers. I want to welcome him back to the show. Give it up for the one and only Big Boi and my homie, Sleepy Brown, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Big, what up?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Sleepy, what up?
Goody.
What's popping?
What's happening?
Man, I heard it's hot in Atlanta with COVID numbers, man. You good, Big?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You know me, I always take preventative measures. So my immune system has been built up for years. Taking such as sea moss, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, those things. You know what I mean? You got to be preventative out here, man. Don't wait on no shot.
Where did you learn that from?
Right.
Yeah, who taught you that, Big? Like, where did you learn that?
My grandma. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
I had the blessing of having my grandma and my great grandmother. You know what I mean? Who had a garden, and I used to go out and pick peas and shuck corn, and you know what I mean? I'm a country boy for real, man. So, I mean, it's like the holistic way over here, and that's how I just been living, man. Just trying to stay healthy, and teach my kids the same thing.
I find it interesting. Big Boi is here, from Outkast and Sleepy Brown. Sleepy, what up? Big, I was watching.
What up, brother?
What's up, man? I was watching this. I don't know what it was, honestly, man. But I saw you speaking, and you and Mike was standing next to each other, and I feel like y'all was standing next to a building or something that somebody owned, and you start talking about how Mike has always been who he is. If you know him for years, people are starting to realize about him today in terms of his leadership, in terms of his consciousness, in terms of his eloquence and how much information and how much of a historian he is as well. We always known that about him, and I tend to think, birds of a feather flock together. Was it like that growing up for you? Just this whole wave of consciousness, especially when it comes to black consciousness and being aware. Was that just a part of growing up in y'all circles?
Yeah. I mean, we started, once we all connected as Dungeon Family, we got to, Lakewood and, had Goody Mob, Outkast, Organized Noise all in one house. That's a lot of minds, reading a lot of books and doing a lot of research. So you got songs like Cell Therapy that's talking about what's happening right now. That was over 20 years ago. You know what I mean? So we read a lot. Some books we reread. And then, you just got to do your own independent research, man. You can't depend on the TV to tell you how and what to think,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at the same time, we had Big Rube, too, man. Big Rube was full of knowledge over at the Dungeon, so, we would sit around Big Rube, and he would spit out knowledge all the time, too, so we just that kind of crew. Yeah.
You hear those ingredients have to be from picking peas to spitting knowledge? From picking peas to dropping gems, man, it makes so much sense, man. I played that clip, Big and Sleepy. I apologize. I'm not ignoring you. Trust me. Cause I want.
No, it's all good, bro.
Okay, we just having conversation now. I mean, and you talked about how the radio sounds the same. We just did a whole conversation about how radio works, and we've always tried to tell, a part of the radio sounding the same, too. A lot of it has to do with Atlanta, because Atlanta would create a sound, and where before nobody would touch it, now they wait to see what Atlanta is doing, and then in New York, they sound like they from Atlanta, kind of. In L.A., they starting to sound like. In the Bay, it's like, that whole thing where people are just kind of borrowing energy, so to speak. Is that a good thing to you? Or do you agree, first of all, and then is that a good thing?
Everybody's influenced by somebody. You know what I mean? So the thing is the evolution of where you go after you kind of consume what you consume and what you make out of it. You know what I mean? Because, we grew up listening to NWA, Bob Marley, Tribe Called Quest, the whole Hieroglyphics crew, Too Short, 2 Live Crew, Scarface, 8-Ball, MJG, UGK, you know what I mean? And so we were influenced by a lot of music. But to hone in on who you are, if you're a true MC, then you're going to find your Jedi powers, for sure. I mean, that's if you're hungry. If you're hungry and you want to stay dangerous.
Yeah.
I like that, Big.
I like that, too. I'm going to quote that. If you're hungry, you want to stay dangerous. Sleepy, I thought about
that
you
was cold,
last
bro.
night. Yeah, he's something. Man, that man got something to him. Sleepy, I was thinking about you last night watching the Versus. Oh, man, that thing was so incredible. I don't know if y'all got a chance to watch it with Snoop and DMX. And oh, man, that was incredible. And every time a Nate Dogg song came on, I thought of you, bro. I really did think of you. Because, right, Bizzle? Like, I always, you sang some amazing hooks. And you have one of those voices to me that I can always tell when it's you on a hook. Who were some of those hook singers that you thought were dope that came out of our culture that might have put some influence on you?
Man, of course, first of all, of course, Nate Dogg. I mean, I would say it's a lot of singers that I don't know their name. Whoever was singing for, like Ghetto Boys and all them, whoever was singing that whole style thing, I don't know who it was. But old boy that was in Odd Squad. What's his name? Big
Devin the Dude.
Devin the Dude.
Devin the Dude. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Devin the Dude is dope.
Yes,
Shout out to Devin the Dude.
All respect to you, brother. That dude right there is dangerous. So him, Pharrell, just the whole crew, man. I think if I did a versus, I would want to go against Pharrell, actually.
Big laugh.
Those are my influences, man. Just that whole game, man. But the main guy that I always looked up to was Nate Dogg, because he was first.
Nate Dogg. You want to do a versus? You hear
yes,
that?
Sir, rest in peace.
You want to talk to Sleepy, man. Talk to Sleepy. He's trying to go up against Pharrell.
I want to talk to both of them, actually. Good morning, y'all, and thank you so much for calling into the show. We were also having a conversation this morning, an extension of the Versus conversation when X talked about artists writing about their pain. Like, you should write your pain. And it's something that Sway and I have always gone back and forth with about artists writing, period. Sleepy, Big Boy, if y'all don't mind talking about your creative process, are you like more of a writer than you are just going in the studio and vibing out? Do you prefer, just to go vibe and you hardly haven't sat with an actual pen and a pad in a long time and wrote some things down? Like, could you share your process with us?
Well, with Big, you gonna go ahead?
Yeah, well,
okay.
First album, Southernplayalistic, it was just so many of us in the house and sitting on the steps like it would get crowded. So I started out for that album. Actually, a lot of my verses I wrote in the garage, in the chair, in the rocking chair, with rats and possums running around with no beat. You know what I mean? So it was crazy. I would make the rhyme fit whatever beat would it get married to when we got down in the dungeon. They were just, it's a gift. It just, I could put rhyme to beat. And then I started writing to actual beats. I got all my pads from Southern Playlist to now. I got a pad in front of me now. I stay writing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You go with raps?
Myself, it was kind of the same thing. But, as me and Big worked on this Big Sleepover, Big would laugh at me because Big would be like, man, how you just going to sit there and then listen to the beat and say, okay, I'm ready, write nothing down, because it became more of a vibe with him. With Big, I could just sit there, look at him and be like, okay, I got something. You know what I mean? But if it's like any other kind of project, I would probably have to write. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do the put my lyrics in my phone thing. I can't. Big up to the new generation that do that, but I can't do that. I tried and I lost it and all kind of stuff. So if I'm not writing on paper, I'm just going in and just vibing on top of my head. You know?
Yeah, I just don't trust that, man. Somebody will mess around and kick the plug out the wall. All your hard work is gone. So keep that pad and that pen, man. A gel pen, GEL, a Bic.
Yeah. A Bic.
Big boy Sway can't get past the rats and the possums. He's still trying to figure out how you was writing around that.
But see, that's zoned
out, man.
Yeah, that's how it go. In that dungeon, man, I remember we used to, we all would be upstairs, man, about 4 a.m, the drum machine would come on. They're like, who the hell turned on the drum machine? And there might have been a little rat that ran across it. They cut it
wow.
Oh my gosh.
They laughed.
The dungeon was in a crawl space. You know what I mean? It wasn't really a full basement. It was like a little crawl space with dirt walls going all the way around. It was really small, and it had a little crawl space where you could see through the vents at the bottom of the house. So it would be like little rats up there sometime running around. That's how it was. So,
we told a story.
Man, rats,
This makes me think of, we were talking about J. Cole recently, and he had a personal essay that he recently wrote. And in it, he talked about after doing Forest Hills Drive, he felt like I have arrived, and he had less motivation as an artist. And so what he did is he went back to his boy's old apartment in Queens where everything started, just to kind of get that old feeling, right, to recognize who he was when he was hungry. Have you guys ever, like, in your career, because y'all are superstars, just had to, like, go back to a certain place or open up an old notebook, just get, a spoonful of nostalgia to either keep yourself leveled or to keep yourself motivated?
Well, Big bought the place that we did the first album, so that's kind of like where we go for that vibe. We might go in the B room where we did a lot of the Southernplayalistic in the A room, So that Stankonia Studios itself, is our therapy. I'll say, as far as going back to where we were from.
Yeah, that's like the home base. So we got the studio, and Bobby Brown. When we first started recording that, Bobby Brown owned it, and then I bought it like after me and Dre did Outkast 20, because Dre like records at his home a lot. So he was like, man, you might as well go and buy me out. So I bought him out, and I actually own Stankonia, and I went and bought the dungeon where we grew up in. So we got both of them in the family. But on top of that, I used to have like a home setup, like my beat machine, and have the mic set up in the shower, but it just felt too comfortable. I mean, we did some jams. We actually did The Way You Move at a cookout at my old house. You know what I mean? So which we still got that. Still got that too. So it's a lot of places we can go to kind of jump down the vibe, but it ain't nothing like going to good old Stankonia, man, where we used to sleep on the floor when Bobby Brown owned it, and just all the records out of there just left there last night.
Wow. Man, Big Boi and Sleepy Brown are here. They got the new upcoming album, The Big Sleepover. We're talking about that, man. Big, man, it's interesting. Every time I talk to you, bro, it's like I imagine what you're talking about, and he's saying shit that I think is probably sliding by people because it's nothing to you. But what you just said, when we hear these headlines about, let's say, Migos suing their attorney for what they consider unlawful practices, and people firing managers, and you see all of this conflict in business happening. I've always admired that. I never heard that in terms of you and Dre, other than people want y'all to come back together, do another Outkast project. And so what he just said is, Dre said, man, Dre said you might as well just buy me out with the studio.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I've been recording albums in there for years.
And so, and y'all never, see, it's the point I'm making, King Tech and I have never had an issue with business. And I've been with King Tech since high school, right? And people think it's impossible. What's been your antidote? Like, what's been y'all secret to not letting business necessarily fuck up your relationship? Like, how do y'all approach it?
Well, one thing I got to give props to the Sleepy Brown and Organized Noise. But one thing they did with us is they let us keep our publishing. Like when we were signed to LaFace, and then when LaFace wanted us to sign straight to them, like Rico them never took our publishing, and we had our own free will to go where we wanted to go, and thus gave us independence. And then we started, producing and then working with Organized Noise, and it's been family ever since. And I adopted them same practices when I signed Janelle Monáe, and I signed Killer Mike, and put them on where it's not like I just got my claws in them for their whole career, because I want to see them flourish as well. It's never about greed, because it's more than enough for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Absolutely.
Damn, man. I wish everybody thought like that.
Same.
Big Boi and Sleepy Brown are here. First of all, another congratulations is due for Outkast, are amongst the list of artists up for induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Big round of applause for that. Okay.
Woo!
Yeah.
Major.
51st annual induction of the Awards Gala is going to come back in 2021, and I think this is why you should write it down, Sleepy. You got to write it down,
right.
man. The
Eurythmics, right.
Okay, REM, Patti Smith, the Neptunes as well, Mariah Carey. What is that accolade? That gotta mean something for you, bro. From going from writing with raps with rats and possums to this. What is
this? It's like a God-given gift, man.
Amen.
Be able to reach people and educate as well as entertain at the same time, from your mind, and you got to stay on it. One reason why I never went off and just did movies and just stopped, because I was in love with the music. You know what I mean? I love performing. I love creating the music. And right now, for years now, it's been recreational. Like, we do music because that's what we love to do. It ain't nothing better than going in the studio and fucking around and finding a new groove and being like, oh, Lord, that's like my drug of choice. You know what I mean? Finding that new sound, that different cadence, that organized noise, syrupy, dripping bass line beat, and get on and going crazy and sounding like myself, never sounding like nothing I've ever done. You know what I mean? That's the challenge, and that's why I do that. That's what keeps me going.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. I'm going to go to these phone lines real quick, because there's a lot of people on the lines I want to talk to y'all before we play a song. Bill in Ohio, good morning. How you doing?
Hey, Bill.
Hey, what's up, man?
What up, bro?
Hey, what's up, player? What's up, player?
Hey, you remember you came to the barbershop in Steubenville, Ohio?
Say that one more time?
You came to the barbershop in Steubenville, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, you got the dancers for me.
Yeah.
yeah, we had a good time that night, player.
Are you wild
I
ahead?
love black people, yo. I love us. Yo, that shit funny.
How you been?
Yeah.
When you coming back this way?
Huh?
When you coming back this way?
Man, I don't know. I don't know, man. We got to see, once everything gets good, man, with the COVID, man, we'll, everything open back up, bro. I'm pretty sure we'll be back over there. Pretty sure.
That's what's up. Good talking to you, man. Stay up.
Wow.
All right.
Man.
Good talking to you, bro.
Yep.
Okay. What kind of dancers he get for you, Sleepy? Bill, you a citizen.
Sway
man, he got some lovely ladies to entertain, me and the fellas, while we was on the road, and it was very nice. I really appreciate that brother for looking out. What was funny, I had got up that day, I was like, I'm going to get a haircut. So I went across, because the hotel was right across the street from the mall. So I went over to the mall, walking through there, saw the barbershop, I went in there, and they were like, man, you know who you look like? I was like, yeah, it's me. So we started talking and everything. He said, yeah, man, I got these girls out here, man. You need a little entertainment. I was like, yeah, man, bring them over. We love to have some dances, So that's what happened.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, it's like no other, yo. We lit.
All right. Rashid on the line. What up, Sheed? How you doing?
What up, Sheed? Yo.
Hey, what up, Sway? What up, Heather? Hey,
What's
Antoine,
up,
what's happening? What up, Sleepy?
What's up, bro? What up?
Hey, Twan, I don't know if you remember me, but I'm going to make you remember me, bro. We went to high school together, you and my brother, Ramon Richardson. You remember Ramon?
Yeah.
Daddy Ray.
That's it. Yeah.
He passed away, man.
Oh.
I heard about that, man. We was on the road when I heard about it. But yeah, that was one of my first people who me and Dre used to hang with in high school. Actually, it's a video floating around. We had did a project, me, him, and these two girls for Tri-Cities. And we was about probably every bit of 10th grade, man. But, rest in peace to Daddy Ray, man. He was a cool cat.
Of course, man. I floated around all the time, show everybody and everything. And me and old Andre, we still keep in touch, man. I just want to wave my hand at you, bro. It's been a long time.
Hey, man, peace and blessings to you and yours, my brother.
Same here, bro.
Hey, you a citizen, man. You a citizen,
in the
brother.
morning.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Okay, damn, man. Man, all y'all family tuned in to the show, huh? I didn't know y'all support us like this.
Yeah, this family reunion right here, man.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. Man, we got Mecca. Is it Miko? Miko? Is your name Miko? Mecca?
Yeah, Miko, bro.
Oh, what up, Miko? What up with you?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Heather? What's up,
What's
Sway?
up, family?
What's up, Sleepy Brown?
What's up, player?
Big boy.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, when you gonna do some more movies, man?
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to do some more movies because I've been having time to stack these songs up with Brown. So we got a vault full of music, and I actually, I just got a show that got picked up on Comedy Central. That's probably be a press release on that real soon. Beautiful. And then I got a little cooking adventure show too, man. So I'm just, just living this what you call it, this empty nest life where the kids are in college.
Yeah.
Just trying to find. I could do a whole bunch more stuff now, so I ain't got to go to the recitals and stuff like that.
Hey, man. Hey, you intelligent brother, man. So hey, keep up the good work, man. All y'all, man.
All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Miko. Hey, can you speak on that show with Comedy Central?
I don't know if I can talk about it yet, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good. It's like a fish out of water comedy. Like I don't know if I can get the details yet.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's good.
Yeah. But it's already we sold that, so yeah, it's coming up.
What about the food show? You can talk about that, man. Getting everybody hungry.
I guess it comes from me. I've been doing a lot of stuff. We've been quarantining. Been doing a whole bunch of, I've been having like 3 cookouts a week, grilling lobster and salmon.
Yeah, I
and
saw
just,
you.
Cooking, just cooking for my mom and my family members and just, having family time. And the Food Network reached out and we got a nice little concept, man. We're going to go from the water to the table. Like we're going to go get the lobster out of the water. We're going to bring it and we're going to put it all together. So look out for it. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
I like
That's
that.
dope.
Hella
Big
dope.
Boy, it's here, Sleepy Brown here, and we just celebrating these guys, man. I mean, big round of applause for them. Sometimes you just gotta celebrate people.
Absolutely.
The Big Sleepover is the name of the. Oh no, that's all good. The Big Sleepover is the name of the project. Y'all got a song called "Can't Sleep."
Can't sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like stalker problems, man, to me. I might have misinterpreted, but what I'm, what I mean, when I'm listening to these verses and chicks calling at 3 and 5 in the morning, and
I know y'all different.
Did you? Oh, I looked at it like that. I'm sorry. Am I off base?
Everything we do is you got to look into it a little deeper, I guess, it could be that, what you're saying, but at the same time, it could be that when you wake up to what's going on in the world and just really kind of see what's happening, you can't go back to sleep. It's like, you take the red, it's like the Matrix. Once your eyes open, you try to slam your eyes shut, it's still going to go on around you. So you got to learn how to adapt, plot, plan, strategize, like Killer Mike said, man. Stay on your tippy toes, entertain.
Yeah.
That's what you said, Tracy?
I interpreted it as all the distractions that one can get from their phone, from social media, particularly if you are a dude and you're scrolling and you see a lot of women who, in your opinion, are putting their bodies on a platter for you. And there's a lot of question around what the intentions are with it. Even Big, you mentioned when there was that cucumber challenge, I feel like you threw in there when you said shorty sucking on a veggie like she never had a salad. And speaking about like the ass crack addict. Yes, brother, I peeped it. And you know what came to mind for me? I'm like, because there's there's, you know, supply and demand. So is this an issue with consumers who keep giving the payment of attention by hitting like, right? By getting these women's engagement rates up? Or is it something about the individual? Like, how does that shift in the culture? Because it's more than one person to quote unquote blame.
You gotta watch like what you consume. You know what I mean? Like quote unquote follow. You know what I mean? Like be a leader. You know what I mean? Like your page or whatever you put on your page, you programming that into your mind. So if you just following just all puss pics, you're gonna be horny all the time. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta throw in a couple Bible pages. Throw some animals in there. Maybe get you some food pics, history pages or something. You know what I mean? Like mix it up a little bit, man.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Pretty much.
Be careful what you repeat. Yep.
Oh my gosh, yo, that's real.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I get it, man. The music sounds awesome, man. The songs I got in front of me are doing it in intentional, and then Can't Sleep, man. I just really appreciate the way y'all evolve. Your music evolves with your lives. You know what I mean? You couldn't make another Southern Playalistic today. You know, you only can make that then. But how do you sustain the energy that brought and Speaker Box Love Below, all these major hits, albums, classic albums? Everybody ain't able to sustain like we saw Snoop and DMX do last night. You know what I mean? I appreciate that about what I'm hearing in the music. Like, I'm always excited to hear a new song, especially when you two collaborate. Sleepy, what's next for you?
I'm actually getting ready to work on a solo album. I'm out here working with Chromeo. And I'm actually working on a cartoon. I have a cartoon called The Brown Family, which is like the Addams Family meets George Clinton. So it's like some funky vampire kind of thing. And just keeping busy, man. Just, working with Big and just, keeping my door open for all options.
Okay. Man, y'all continue with Big. I got to eat your cooking, man. I've never ate your cooking.
Yo, his gram be lit, yo. It be lit. Hell yeah.
Whenever you come to Atlanta, you family, bro. Just hit me. I will set it off just for you.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I got you, man.
Yes,
hey,
I got you plus 3. Everybody come.
Yeah.
That'll be whoever in there that's close to you that you want to sit down and eat. They hit me. Y'all come to Pat Manor North Resort, and I will lay it out.
Ooh,
I like that.
We might make a special trip, man.
Yo,
give them a good round of applause.
That's dope.
Yeah, we'll bring something. Trust me. I'll bring the dominoes.
Okay.
Nice.
The dominoes. Oh, okay.
Play spades.
Oh, of course I play spades. So you play spades?
Oh, well, we got we playing tonight. We play every Tuesday and Thursday. It's like, I always try to wonder, like, while my grandma was going to bingo, that's what we done turned to old bridge club over here, man. So, we got the players come over here. It's this lady named Miss Kathy. I hope she's listening. I'm on your ass tonight, Miss Kathy. She's one of my Yeah.
All right, man. Round of applause, man. Sleepy Brown, big round of applause, big boy. We're going to go into this new music. When will the album be out?
As soon as we can go out there and shake hands and kiss babies and talk to the people and come in person so we can really give you the real experience. But we got 12 songs that y'all ain't even heard. We've been giving y'all little appetizers. You ain't heard nothing yet.
I can't wait to hear it, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Thank you,
love y'all,
Thank
man.
You.